This risk management video has been brought to you by OC16. Oceanic Time Warner Cable of Hawaii is proud to be a part of high school athletics. The intent of this presentation is to alert you to the risk of injury that may result from athletic participation, but also assure you of the ongoing planning, management, and evaluation conducted by each athletic department where attention to student-athlete safety is a daily process. In interscholastic sports, anytime an individual is physically active, the risk of injury is increased. All athletes are at risk. Contact and non-contact sports may produce injuries ranging from minor to disabling injuries to even death. Preseason meetings conducted by the school administration provide a valuable opportunity for athletes and parents to be informed about fall, winter, and spring sport programs and to discuss the risk involved and learn about the steps being taken by the school to enhance the safety of participants. The athletic trainer is a certified athletic healthcare trainer, or AHCT. They are responsible for directing and administering the athletic healthcare program that encompasses prevention, evaluation, treatment, rehabilitation of athletic injuries, and education and counseling. These services may include training in CPR and first aid, use of defibrillators, automatic external defibrillator, or AED, and vital information on the effects of nutritional supplements. Your school's trainer works with the primary care physician, the school's team physician, and coaches to ensure that athletes participate safely in interscholastic athletic competition. In the event that an athlete is injured, it is best to stay away from the area unless specifically called to help. This way, the certified trainer can render immediate aid as well as evaluate the injured athlete. Concerned parents or spectators coming into the area before being called for will delay necessary care and increase risk to the injured athlete. When an injury occurs, immediate and proper assessment of its seriousness must take place, then first aid or medical emergency treatment rendered. Each host site maintains an organized medical emergency plan to provide immediate access to qualified medical personnel and arranging transportation to a qualified medical facility for any injured athlete. Protective equipment to be worn or used by the player in each sport complies with existing standards, rules, and accepted practices for that sport. Equipment is carefully selected and maintained, and when necessary, repaired or reconditioned only by properly qualified personnel who are knowledgeable of manufacturer's specifications. Also, be alert of any irregularities in equipment or facilities and report them immediately to the coaches. Rules of play change every year and are fine-tuned as a result of increased safety reasons and concerns. Horsing around is a common cause of injuries. Adhering to the accepted practices and progressive skill development for specific sports and to game rules will reduce injury risk. Weight room activities can contribute to muscular fitness and flexibility and help reduce the risk for injury. Weight training is not only a supplement to other athletic programs, but also a highly skilled activity itself. Adult supervision and assistance in the proper use of equipment and proper exercise techniques are necessary before attempting any exercise program. Proper warm-up is essential before starting your program, as well as allowing time for a cool-down period after your exercise session. All injuries or illnesses must be reported to the coach and athletic trainer immediately. To return after being injured, athletes must be cleared by the athletic trainer. Any athlete referred to a physician must have the medical referral form signed by the physician before being allowed to participate again. Returning prematurely may lead to a more severe re-injury. When the school provides transportation, athletes and coaches are to be transported only in authorized school vehicles or in licensed private carriers. Every school has an established written policy regarding transportation for all interscholastic teams. Prior to participation, a medical clearance by a registered physician certifying physical readiness to perform in athletics is required. The Department of Education pre-participation physical card must be completed by the physician and parent guardian and submitted to the athletic department. This pre-participation physical information is vital. It is important that school medical personnel are alerted to any pre-existing health conditions and factors that pose certain risk in participation. If at any time during the season that there are information changes, parents or guardians must inform the athletic department. The physical examination clearance is good for 1 year from the date of issue. Health insurance is also a requirement before a student can participate in any sport, including conditioning and practices. The Department of Education does not provide any accident or health insurance coverage for students who participate in athletics. When an athlete participates in interscholastic sports, it is recommended that parents, guardians, investigate and check with their own health insurance carrier to determine the nature and extent of coverage available due to athletic injury. If athletic injuries are not covered or only partially covered through your current health plan, consider purchasing a rider to supplement that plan. Contact the athletic department for information about supplemental insurance plans designed for student athletes that may be available for purchase. Parents or guardians should inform the school of any information changes. The use or misuse of tobacco, alcohol, or any type of mood-altering substances poses a significant health risk for athletes. The range of substances include items which may be purchased over the counter, prescription drugs, and illegal substances. A zero-tolerance policy is in effect for any student using or misusing such substances, and disciplinary action will be imposed by the school or through the legal process. Besides the obvious good conditioning, good nutrition is very important to student athletes. Most athletes can meet their nutritional needs by eating a balanced diet as provided through the school breakfast and lunch program. During vigorous effort in a hot environment, it is common for athletes to lose water through perspiration. Even moderate water loss has a noticeable effect on performance, and if dehydration levels are severe enough, death can occur. There is an added risk when athletes intentionally dehydrate to make weight. They risk diminished strength, endurance, and more. And when combined with a low-calorie diet, dehydration can have serious health consequences. Due to the risk involved with blood-borne pathogens and infectious diseases, an athlete with a bleeding wound must cease participation until appropriate care is provided. To prevent the transmission of infectious diseases, necessary and appropriate protection is used when coming in direct contact with blood or any body fluids. All athletic personnel adhere to the Department of Education's policy prohibiting discrimination and give serious attention to appropriate conduct in providing and ensuring fair and equal opportunities to all students. Any harassment or hazing will not be tolerated. Additionally, participation in sports is open to any qualified individuals, including those with disabilities. Report any unwanted or discriminatory behaviors immediately. Student athletes and their parents who have concerns regarding the non-discrimination or open participation policy should inform and meet with the coach prior to practices and contests. The parent-guardian signature on the permission form acknowledges that you are aware of the risk involved in sport activities. Minors are not legally allowed to bind themselves to agreements. Therefore, this form must be signed by a parent or legal guardian. If there is anything on the form that you need to have clarified, be sure to ask before you leave this meeting. Everyone in the program must be committed to athlete health and safety. Responsibilities of student athletes, with the support of their parents, include participating in athletics while maintaining and adhering to school and family rules and responsibilities. Administrators, coaches, certified athletic healthcare trainers, facility equipment support personnel, student athletes, and parents all play a role in reducing injury exposure and assuring an enjoyable sport experience to have fun, build character, and develop leadership skills.